Okay, well, thank you all for being here. We will call this meeting of the Kalamazoo Township Board of Trustees to order at 7:30 on the nose. Trustee Glass, care to lead us in the pledge?
Sure. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. And we will proceed to a roll call of board members. Trustee Kennedy.
Present.
Treasurer Miller.
Here.
Clerk Mackey.
Here.
I'm Supervisor Combs. Trustee Leonard.
Here.
Trustee Glass.
Here.
And we are missing Trustee Sherwood. Is there a motion to excuse?
I will move to excuse Trustee Sherwood from the meeting.
And I'll second.
Motion and second. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, nay? The motion carries. Thank you very much. Are there any additions or deletions to the agenda this evening? Hearing none. Thank you. We will proceed to the first public comment period this evening. If you'd like to make a public comment, feel free to step to the podium. Let us know your name and where you live, and you'll have 3 minutes to use as you choose.
Hello, my name is Diane Owen Rogers. I reside at 210 West Westwood Drive, and I've lived at that place for 23 years, which is hard to believe. First, I would like to thank all of you for your service. I know that being an elected official is a difficult thing, especially at this point in our history, so thank you so much for your time and effort to represent us. Second, I just want to lift a concern about clear communication about the millages, or the special assessments that are coming in front of you tonight. When I first read this newspaper, which was pretty difficult to actually physically read because you can see the typeface is really, really tiny. I had to get out my reading glasses. It was hard for me, and I will say I have a PhD. It was hard for me to decipher the language in here and really understand, is this new assessments? Is this old assessments that we're just redoing? And where, especially with the recycling and the yard waste, like how is that working? And so I did go to the website and look for some clarification. There was a 92-page document for tonight's meeting. So it took me a minute to sort through and figure that out. And I have some tech skills, I have some literacy skills, and I'm wondering how many of my neighbors understand what is happening and what is voting on. So I just encourage you to think about how do we make some clarity in that, and one word might have helped, and that is just renewal. So when could you have put the word renewal in somewhere on the agenda so it was really easy for people to see? Because I was concerned, I can pay these assessments at a higher rate, but I was concerned about those who might be on a fixed income, or there's a lot of other costs happening that are just raising. And so just thinking about how do we be more clear on the communication. And then third point, I am concerned about, in particular, the police and fire special assessments that seem to be for operating budget. We should be supporting our police and fire, and so how do we move that from a special assessment into the general budget? Those seem like essential services, and in my opinion, special assessment or like an extra millage shouldn't be for the things that we need every single day. And so how do we do that? And maybe I'm ignorant on that process, but that's just a question I had. So thank you so much for your time.
Thank you. Additional public comment? Is there any public comment on Zoom? Thank you very much. We will proceed to the consent agenda. Clerk Mackey.
I will move to approve the consent agenda as recommended by the superintendent and supervisor.
Support.
There's a motion and support. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, nay? And the motion carries. Thank you very much. We will proceed then to the public hearing and presentations portion of our meeting. And we do have several public hearings on the 2026 special assessments to conduct this evening. Before we do, and in the interest of transparency, I just wanted to read a quick statement that I had actually provided in writing to a couple of residents earlier today as well, because there has been some confusion publicly related to the assessments. First, government at every level must vote on its budget items each year. This includes both expenses and revenue. Primarily, at our local level, revenue is achieved via taxes. All of the Kalamazoo Township special assessments, to be clear, for 2026 have existed in previous years. No new assessments are being created this year, and this board is not considering a raise in taxes of 8.3 mils. This Spread across the existing police and fire capital assessments is a total increase in the amount of less than $1 or less than $60 per year for the average home in Kalamazoo Township to fund building of the Eastwood Fire Station and new police station. This and all 2026 proposed special assessments have been on the agenda and discussed publicly at several board meetings and work sessions this year, including the 2 most recent public work sessions. This board also publicly discussed and voted upon a resolution of intent on March 24th, 2025, which communicated the township's plan to fund building of the Eastwood Fire Station and new police station. All of that being said, the state of Michigan does require the township and all municipalities to post very specific language in publications annually related to its special assessments. I also understand and feel that there has been some frustration around the solid waste and recycling special assessment, given the level of service residents have received, and I share this frustration as a resident. At the same time, the previous township board committed the township to a multi-year contract with Republic Services, Freudian slip there, which we're obligated to pay. $79 amount of this assessment remains level from previous years in 2026. That contract does end in 2026, and I've already asked the superintendent to explore all options when that time comes. With that, we will open the first of several public hearings this evening. The public hearing on the police operating and community policing special assessment. The hearing is open for public comment as of 7:37. And anyone on Zoom, if you'd like to unmute yourself or here in person wishing to make a comment on this special assessment is welcome to do so at this time. Feel free, yes.
Ron Huster, 1314 Coolidge. I'm also from the Westwood Neighborhood Association. We've been following the road commission with their stuff for a long time, and at the planning session tonight, we talked about it, that we're gonna hold the road commission's hand to the fire, and we're gonna tell them what we wanna do and what we don't wanna do. They've always said, this is what we're gonna do, and we just automatically go along with it. So I think this is one area that we're giving, we're making sure that the money that we've already been paying every year, that is gonna be handled in a better way. So I think it needs to be approved on the road commission part of it. Thank you.
Thank you. Just a reminder, we are on the police operating and community policing one as well. Thanks. Other comments? Feel free to step forward. Is there any comment on Zoom? No attendees on Zoom? Thank you very much. Please flag me if anyone joins as we proceed through these public hearings. And we will close this public hearing at 7:38. We will proceed to the Police Department Capital, Police Department Capital Special Assessment, in the amount of .3 mils, and that is not a change from last year. The public hearing is open as of 7:38. Anyone wishing to make a comment? Seeing no movement and presuming still no attendees on Zoom, we will again close the public hearing at 7:38. Thank you. Next up, the Fire Department Operating Special Assessment in the amount of $1 mil, which is also a flat millage from 2025. We will open the public hearing at, 7:39. Anyone wishing to make a public comment? Thank you all, and we will close the public hearing at 7:39 as well. Next, we have the Fire Department Capital Special Assessment in the amount of .5 mils. Again, level from .5 mils in 2025. We will open that public hearing at 7:39. Anyone wishing to make a public comment may step forward. Hearing none. We will close the public hearing at 7:39. Thank you. Public hearing's closed. We'll move to the street lighting special assessment in the amount of .2 mils, which is a decrease from 2025 of .2 mils. And the special assessment public hearing is open at 7:40. Anyone wishing to make a public comment may step forward. Seeing none, the public hearing will close at 7:40. Thank you. And finally, this evening, we have the Solid Waste and Recycling special assessment in the amount of $79 per year. This is, again, level from last year, and, and I would like to note here as well, this is expected to produce $561,848 increased due to 3 additional homes in Kalamazoo Township. With that, we will open the public hearing at 7:40. Comments may step forward. One final check, Superintendent, no one on Zoom, correct? Okay, and seeing none in the room. We will close the public hearing at 7:41. Thank you, and public hearing is closed. That concludes the public hearing portion of our meeting this evening. Thank you. There is no old business this evening. New business, first is item A, the motion to adopt the resolution as presented to levy 1.3 mils for road bonds and authorizing the treasurer to levy in place on December 2025 tax bills for collection in '26, as will be the case with all of the subsequent special assessment agenda items. Is there a motion?
So moved.
We need a second, don't we? Yeah.
Support.
Thank you. There's a motion and second. Any discussion? Seeing none, we will conduct a roll call vote. Trustee Glass?
Aye.
Trustee Leonard?
Aye.
I'm an aye. Clerk Mackey?
Aye.
Treasurer Miller?
Aye.
Trustee Kennedy?
Aye.
Thank you very much. The motion carries. We'll move forward to item B, the motion to adopt the resolution as presented on the police operating expenses special assessment.
So I would like to move to adopt the resolution as presented to levy the police operating special assessment of 3.2 mils and authorizing the treasurer to levy in place on December 2025 tax bills for collection in 2026.
Support.
There's a motion and support. Any discussion?
I guess I would just say, can you help us understand why we have the extra assessment for police and fire outside of the general fund? Or speak to that a little bit. I mean, my understanding is that we can't really cover community policing and the different units that we need all from the general fund, because we wouldn't be able to cover all of our other services, but that's probably.
So I'll let Roxanne chime in, but there was a township vote several years ago for operating police and fire. There was
yeah,
that
that's
additional
right.
capital special assessment. And because of that vote, that was for, it cannot be repealed or brought back. That it is a forever vote that the township residents voted in.
Thank you very much. Roxanne, did you have anything?
I can tell you that there was a public act that allowed this to happen, PA 33 of 1954. And guess what? As soon as that thing was available, Mr. Baucom got that on for people to vote on it. So the date that I have is for 6/54, that everybody voted in favor of it. That makes them last forever. It's a little bit weird as a special assessment because it has to be expressed in terms of bills, and it has to go on December tax bills. You had originally you had a police special assessment for operating, another police special assessment for capital, and then one fire special assessment for both. Your limits according to the statutes, and I don't think we're ever gonna get there, are 10 mils each. So you're doing okay with respect to what you have. The PA 188 ones, those are a different special assessment statute, but those also were approved indefinitely. And so we just do those at the same time as we do these other bills. Those are pretty standard. We really have not changed that except for the reduction here for the lane.
Great. Thank you. Other discussion? Treasurer?
Yeah, I just want to clarify that in the past, the resolutions that we've done have separated the police operating and the community policing. Now it's combined, so that's why you're seeing the 3.2 mils. The police operating is 2.2 mils, which is up from last year, but the community policing, 1 mil, is actually down from last year. So just wanted to make that clarification.
Thank you very much. Other discussion? Seeing none, we will proceed to a vote. Trustee Kennedy,
Aye.
Treasurer Miller,
Aye.
Clerk Mackey,
Aye.
I'm an aye. Trustee Leonard,
Aye.
and Trustee Glass.
Aye.
Motion carries. Thank you very much. Before we proceed to item C, quick question, Superintendent and the Attorney. Going back to item A, while it has passed, I've just been reminded there was a small typo. Do we need to take action in this meeting to fix it? It was a year.
I'm sorry.
A year, specifically lists interest due in 2027, that should have listed 2026. Do we need to take action on that in new business this evening?
Adopted as amended, I would do that,
Okay,
and I can change it.
okay.
Is it changed? Yes, it is. Oh, it's changed. Okay.
It is adopted,
Not in the public packet.
but it is adopted, corrected.
Is correctly.
Okay, perfect. So yeah, just for the public's benefit, one of the whereases mistakenly says 2027, where it should have said 2026. That's all we're talking about. But we are covered there. Okay, thank you. We'll move forward to item C, the motion to adopt the resolution for police capital expenses.
I will make a motion to adopt the resolution as presented to levy the police capital expenses special assessment of 1.63 mils and authorizing the treasurer to levy and place on the December 2025 tax bills for collection in 2026.
I'll support.
There's a motion and support. Any discussion? Seeing none, we will proceed to a vote. I'll start this vote. I never do. I'm an aye. Clerk Mackey,
Aye.
Treasurer Miller,
Aye.
Trustee Leonard,
Aye.
Trustee Glass,
Aye.
Trustee Kennedy.
Aye.
And the motion carries. Thank you very much. We will move forward to item E, the motion to adopt the resolution.
D.
Apologies, item D, I was reading the right one. To adopt the motion to adopt the resolution as presented to levy the fire operating expenses.
Yes.
So I'll read this. Sorry, go ahead if you want to. Motion to adopt resolution as presented to levy the fire operating special assessment of 1.0 mils and authorizing the treasurer to levy and place on the December 2025 tax bills for collection in 2026.
Support.
There's a motion and support. Any discussion? Hearing none, we will proceed to a vote. Treasurer Miller, we'll start with you.
Aye.
Trustee Kennedy,
Aye.
Clerk Mackey,
Aye.
I'm an aye. Trustee Glass,
Aye.
Trustee Leonard.
Aye.
The motion carries. Thank you very much. Now, item E, the motion to adopt the resolution as presented to levy the fire capital expenses.
I will make a motion to adopt the resolution as presented to levy the fire capital expenses special assessment of 0.9 mils and authorizing the treasurer to levy and place on the December 2025 tax bills for collection in 2026.
I'll
Support.
second.
There's a motion and support. Clerk, I'll leave it to you to determine where that support came from.
I think I heard her voice
Okay.
first.
Any discussion? Hearing none. Sorry, Treasurer, did you have something?
I
Yes.
just wanted to make clarification on this, that 0.5 mils is covering capital, the fire capital, but 0.4 mils is to cover the new building capital. Funds will be being paid for the new building, the Eastwood Fire Station.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Any additional discussion? Hearing none, we will proceed to a vote. Trustee Glass,
Aye.
Trustee Kennedy,
Aye.
Trustee Leonard,
Aye.
Clerk Mackey,
Aye.
I'm an aye. Treasurer Miller,
Aye.
the motion carries. Thank you very much. Next is item F, the motion to adopt the resolution as presented relating to the streetlight special assessment.
I will move to adopt the resolution as presented to levy the street lighting special assessment of 0.2 mils and authorizing the treasurer to levy and place on the December 2025 tax bills for collection in 2026.
Support?
There's a motion and support. Any discussion?
Treasurer Miller, can you remind us the change in that one?
Yes, last year it was 0.4 mils and this year it's 0.2.
Thank you for the clarification. Any other discussion? Hearing none, we will proceed to a vote. Trustee Leonard.
Aye.
Clerk Mackey.
Aye.
Trustee Glass.
Aye.
Treasurer Miller.
Aye.
Trustee Kennedy.
Aye.
And I'm an aye. Motion carries. Thank you very much. And finally, on the special assessment list of items, we have the motion to adopt the resolution to levy the solid waste and recycling special assessment.
I will move to adopt the resolution as presented to levy the solid waste and recycling special assessment of $79, authorizing the treasurer to levy and place on the December 2025 tax bills for collection in 2026.
Support.
There's a motion and support. Any discussion? Seeing none. Treasurer? Okay. We will then proceed to a vote. Thank you very much. Treasurer Miller.
Aye.
I'm an aye. Trustee Glass.
Aye.
Clerk Mackey.
Aye.
Trustee Kennedy.
Aye.
Trustee Leonard.
Aye.
The motion carries. Thank you very much. And finally, on our list of new business items this evening, we have the motion to approve the police department's evidence management software.
I will move to approve the police department purchase of the File on Queue evidence management software and contractual license over the next 5 years.
Support.
There's a motion and support. Any discussion on this item? Hearing none, a voice vote should be sufficient for this one. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, nay? Motion carries. Thank you very much. That concludes our new business this evening. No items were removed from the consent agenda, which takes us to board member reports. Trustee Glass?
The only thing I have is that I'll be attending the Michigan Climate Action Network conference, so hoping to network with other municipal leaders and other leaders in looking at climate change and how we can mitigate that in our communities. So I will report back after that. That's this week, tomorrow, and Wednesday.
Thank you. Trustee Leonard?
I just want to thank everyone for attending and the comments earlier. I will say from my prior experience not being on the board, the work sessions definitely are where a lot of the discussion happens. So it does seem like we don't have as much discussion when we're voting through things because a lot of that has happened previously. So I just encourage either attending on Zoom or just, you can find out a lot of information from those work sessions.
Thank you very much. Trustee Kennedy?
And those work sessions start at 6, so that's
Thank you.
actually a great idea. So I wanted to remind us all and in the township that September is Suicide Prevention Month. And the 10th, which is Wednesday, it's World Suicide Prevention Day. And it's World Suicide Prevention Day is an awareness day always observed on 10 September every year in order to provide worldwide commitment and action to prevent suicides with various activities around the world, and this has happened since 2003. So I'd like to encourage us all to make sure that we are aware of our neighbors, our friends, and anyone that may need some help. We have 988 that you can dial. As a veteran, I know that if you press 1 and you're a veteran, you're going to get veteran help. But it doesn't matter. If you dial 988, you will get help. And so I encourage anyone that is in that situation to reach out to locations such as ISK, SWIMBA, any of those agencies that would be able to support and help and talk with you, or a family member for support. So thank you.
Thank you, Trustee Kennedy. Treasurer Miller?
Yeah, I would first of all like to thank Stephanie McQueen, who served as our finance associate and my deputy treasurer, who has retired. And I just want to thank her for her dedication and commitment to Kalamazoo Township. And she showed it very well through her work ethics and her sense of accurate record keeping and being sure that our finances were being recorded appropriately. So thank you again, and I really appreciate everything that she has done in the office. And I think that that's it.
All right,
Thank
thank you
you.
very much. Clerk Mackey?
Hi, I just had a quick update I wanted to provide. There will be an election on November 4th in Kalamazoo Township, and it will be for a proposal for the Central County Transportation Authority. That will be a transportation millage renewal. And additionally, Parchment School District, there'll be a bond proposal, and Comstock Public Schools. If you live in those school districts, you'll have items on your ballot. And you can log on to or go visit the website of michigan.gov/vote, and you can check to make sure that your voter registration is in order. Ballots have not been sent out for that election if you're on our permanent ballot list. But they will be available soon, so I just wanted to give an update that there will be an election on November 4th. Thanks.
Thank you very much. I don't have much of a report this evening. I just want to say thank you to folks here, any folks who are watching on public media or potentially on Zoom, for being part of these meetings. Both being here and giving us someone to talk to, and to hold our feet to the fire, but also your comments. Various board members have said this along the way, but it's more poignant today because we make some of these decisions about, these special assessments, for example, our taxes, revenue, budget. The only way that we know, those of us, up here who are steeped in this every single day, that maybe we need to communicate something more clearly, or going back farther, maybe we need to hold the road commission's feet to the fire, or, whatever the thing is that we need to be doing, you're our line to that, to let us know what we need to be doing and what we need to be doing better. So thank you all. Please, if you're here, thank you for being here. If you're not here, but you hear this or watch this later, please come to meetings. It's a group effort. We need all of you. So with that, thank you, Superintendent. Your report this evening.
Just to report, our newsletters are being printed this week, so they should be in your box this week.
Great.
That's all I have.
If I could just add a quick note onto that, we've talked a lot about the buildings over the past several meetings. There is a feature on the new Eastwood Fire Station in that new newsletter, so keep an eye out for it. With that, we will proceed to the second public comment period this evening. Once again, if you'd like to make a public comment, step to the podium, let us know who you are, where you live, and you will have 3 minutes.
Ron Huster, 1314 Coolidge. I want to thank fellow Westwoodian. It's long been a little thing in my craw about the way the public notices. You can't read them, and who gets the paper anymore? I was surprised you actually had a copy of the paper. I don't get it anymore, and it's too hard to look at online. But by attending the meetings, you can really tell what's going on and feel the sense of things. You can't know the dollars and cents. I don't want that job, but I need to be comfortable with the fact that you are looking out for Kalamazoo Township residents, and that's what we try and report. But I thank them very much for underscoring a complaint that I made many years ago about this, and it's getting worse and worse. I don't know a good way to do it. That's my problem, is that there's no good method anymore. Facebook, all these other things, and I've got an email list of 381 names, I think it is, of people who don't want Facebook. They want to have email. So, when we have meetings, we keep sending this information out to people. But I don't have a good answer. I want to complain. Thank you.
Thank you. Additional public comment, please.
I'll just tack on to that. So I did talk to about 4 or 5 of my neighbors last night about the assessments. None of them knew about it, and we're all civically engaged, very knowledgeable people. And so I just second that. And to hear that the newsletter is being sent out this week, missed opportunity. So thinking about when are those newsletters used and how, and if this is always going to be a September vote, let's change that to August and send that newsletter out and do a proper public notice. for people. And think about when are those best lines of communication. I get you can't get to everybody, just like you said. But that thing is used and we pay for it to go out, so let's use that to really communicate those clear things. Thank you.
Thank you. Additional public comment? Seeing none. Is there any public comment on Zoom? All right. There is no closed session this evening, and so we will move to adjournment at 8 o'clock on the nose. We're adjourned. Thank you all.